Welcome to Business Information Systems, BADM338. This is a completely online course, and we'll be using an online text. We'll be doing that through the McGraw-Hill Connect program. This is a look at our website, and this will be where you get the materials you need to complete the learning in the course, and also to take the various grading assessments that will be done. The home page gives you a description of what's going on with the course, and if we look at the left navigation bar, we also have something for the syllabus, and the syllabus is going to be containing information that gives you knowledge about what's going on in the course, as well as the grading that's going to happen in the course. The grades will be determined by So the grading will be consisting of chapter readings and completing the practice exercises in each one of the chapters, homework and video cases for each chapter, technology plugins, case study, midterm exam, and a final exam. We also have a resources section, and in there you'll find various case assignments, which are part of the grading assessments, technology plug-in assignments that are likewise part of the grading assessments, the textbook slides, video lecture slides. These are pre-recorded lectures that are hosted on YouTube, and we have connections out there. And then finally the SOAP project, which is going to be the term project that you'll be working on as a group. You'll also notice on your left navigation bar there's a menu called McGraw-Hill. If you click that, it will take us to the Connect website. So I'll go ahead and click the McGraw-Hill link. And here it shows us a picture of our textbook, and then Connect, the button, will take us to our Connect website. So I'll go ahead and click that. Now your site will look a little different from mine. I have the instructor view, and you of course won't have that. So I'll switch over to the student view. And we see Connects coming up. And you'll see something similar to this, where you have chapters to be read, interactive homework for each chapter, and likewise a video case for each chapter. And in the interactive homework and in the video case, you'll be answering questions related to the chapter, and in the case of the video as well as the chapter. Let's go ahead and take a look at reading chapter 1. So I come over to the right-hand side of chapter 1, and I click the right bracket, and it gives me some information about that chapter. So I'll go ahead and click begin. And it brings up the reading materials for me to go through and start reading and then answering the assessment questions that come up during my reading. So here it's loading the content. And now it's going to give me a left navigation pane where I can go to specific parts of Chapter 1, as well as the reading material for Chapter 1. So you have the option of reading all the text, or you can go to the highlighted text. You'll notice that it's telling me that the text is dimmed because it's less relevant right now for me to study. So I can come down here and click Next Highlight, and I'll be taken to material that was important and has been highlighted in the text itself. So it's now advancing to that portion of the chapter that has the first highlighted text, and then I'll be able to read that and get some information from it. So here we have some highlighted text, and it tells me what facts are and that we live in the information age, Internet of Things. Difference between data, knowledge, and intelligence, and it then gives me some text description of these particular items. And I can then go to the next highlight, and it'll give me again some information. Now you'll notice that in the bottom left I have blinking practice. So in order to complete every chapter, not only do I have to read it, but I have to answer questions pertaining to the chapter. So I'll go ahead and click Practice, and it will then give me a question that I will be able to answer in order to go on. So the question is, which of the following executive levels might you see created over the next decade? And so I will go ahead and click the ones that I think are going to be relevant, and click I think so, and it tells me yes, those were the ones that it thought as well. So I'll click OK. Then I can go through and answer more of these. You'll notice that I have 30 items left to go. Or I may, again, go over to the bottom left and switch back to reading. So I'll switch back to reading, and then I'll continue on reading with this particular chapter. So that's how you do the reading of each chapter and answering the assessment questions as you go through the reading. So let's go back. And here again, I'm back in instructor view. Now I'll go back into student view. And it's going to bring up the course materials again. So when I've completed a chapter and the assessment questions in that chapter, then I can go on and do the Chapter 1 the chapter interactive homework and the chapter video case. So I'll do the homework, and you'll get the idea of what you're doing in both this and the video case. So I click begin, and it will ask me questions that I need to answer in order to get a grade in my Chapter 1 interactive homework. So it gives me some information on systems thinking. So I'm going to then answer the question by, in this case, dragging answers to the appropriate place and process down to here, and then feedback all the way down to there. And then I'll click next, and it asks me if I want to continue, and I'll say yes. And then it'll go to the second question. I can save my work and exit, or I can submit. Gives me the choice of exiting now or continuing. I'll go ahead and exit. You get the idea of how to do the homework assessments. So those are going to be important components of your grade: reading the chapters, doing the homework assessments, and then likewise the video case assessments. So let's go back to our Sakai website, and we'll go back to resources, and we'll take a look at the technology plugins. This is going to be another aspect of your grade. So we'll click on technology plugins, and you'll be answering these particular assignments or completing these particular assignments according to the schedule that's at the end of the syllabus. And for example, in the second week, we'll be doing technology plugin assignment T1. So I'll click on the T1 folder, and it brings up two items. One is a PDF file that is for you to read about the Technology 1 assignment. It gives you the background information that you need for this particular plugin. Then you'll also see a technology plugin assignment text. So if we click that, in this case, it gives us 8 questions that we need to answer. And of course, you'll be able to get the answers for that, those questions in the reading materials. Now, the technology plugins are going to cover Excel and Microsoft Access, which is their database. So let's take a look at a typical Excel technology plugin. So T2 assignment is the first Excel. And again, I've got the technology plugin reading in a PDF file. In that, you'll have several worksheets that are being used in that particular reading. And so these are those for you to review if you would like to. In addition, in the T2 folder, you'll see a worksheet that you are responsible for completing. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. And so I'll take it up. So here's the assignment for technology plugin T2. You'll be given a worksheet, and you'll be responsible for completing the areas in yellow. And that'll be using the sum command and putting in formulas to calculate the difference between projected cost and actual cost. So it'll be pretty self-evident what you're required to do for each one of the worksheets. So I'll go ahead and close this one. And likewise, if we go on to some of the others, T3, So in this case, you'll have the reading material, and here is the worksheet that is going to be used during the reading material. It's available for you. And here is your assignment. So your particular assignment in Technology Plugin T3 is to do the Jitters Coffee and the Red Rocks case studies that are at the back of the PDF. So at the end of each of the PDFs, there's several case studies. In this case, you'll be doing those two, Jitters Coffee and Red Rock case studies. And then likewise for T4, you'll have worksheets that will help you that are being referenced in the reading, and then your assignment is going to be to do the budget constraints and DVD sales case studies that are at the end of the readings. And it will be likewise for our database materials. So going into T5, this is just to acquaint you with databases. So again, it will have a question a series of questions to answer. Then we get into actually using databases, and so here is the reading material, the actual worksheet that you'll be using to create a database, and then the instructions. You will need Microsoft Access 2016. And of course, it's available for you as a student at Shepherd for a free copy of the entire Microsoft Office suite, which of course includes Excel 2016 and Access 2016. So these are the technology plug-in assignments. Likewise, you're going to have 4 case studies. So let's go to the case assignments. Here you'll see case assignment 1, 2, and 3. And so if you go into 1, it will give you a worksheet and some instructions. In those instructions, you'll be redirected to a website to read some background material about the particular case, and then given directions on what to do. In this case, you'll be completing a worksheet. And likewise for cases 2 and 3. So those are 3 of the 4 cases that you'll be working on. The 4th one is your group project. So here you'll have a set of instructions that you'll be reading as part of a group that you'll be doing and working on completing the project as a group. So the tests are going to be online in that they're with McGraw-Hill. So let's go back to McGraw-Hill, and I'll get into Connect. And I'll get into the student view. And it, of course, brings up the materials. So as I scroll down through the materials, when I finish Chapter 4, you'll notice that I have a midterm exam. So that's available. You start it by just clicking here, as always. And then, of course, we go into the second part of the semester and the readings there. And then we have the final exam, again, as part of McGraw-Hill, that you take by, again, just clicking the right bracket next to the final exam rectangle. So that's how you take your midterm and final exams. So we'll come back to our website. There are a set of messages that you'll be able to send and receive from. So you can use those. You can compose a message here. And likewise, you can send emails to me as well. All right, again, welcome to the course, and look forward to working with you online. Goodbye.